Welcome to the end of comfort and opulence. When we talk about modern luxury, we aren't just discussing expensive furniture or gold-plated accents. We are talking about a feeling of effortless sophistication. A living room is the heart of the home, a sanctuary where architecture meets daily life. In this guide, we will peel back the layers of high-end design to understand how to create a space that feels both current and eternal. It begins with a vision of space, light, and the raw potential of a room. Let's explore how to transform a simple living area into a masterpiece of timeless interior design. Before we introduce furniture, we must appreciate the canvas itself. Modern luxury relies heavily on architectural integrity. The clean lines, the height of the ceilings, and the way the walls catch the light. Notice how the negative space in a well-designed room creates a sense of calm and grandeur. It is about the quality of the materials used in the very bones of the building. Stone, glass, and steel serve as the foundation of this aesthetic. By emphasizing these structural elements, we set the stage for a design that doesn't need to shout to be heard. This is where the journey of elegance truly begins. Light is perhaps the most critical element in any luxury setting. Natural light has the power to expand a room and breathe life into every corner. In a timeless interior, we maximize this by using large panes of glass and strategically placed mirrors to bounce sunshine throughout the day. The way the light moves across the room from dawn to dusk creates a dynamic environment that changes its mood naturally. This connection to the outside world keeps a modern room from feeling cold or sterile. It grounds the luxury in the natural world, providing a sense of openness and freedom. However, the path to a perfect interior is often cluttered with the temptation of fleeting trends. Many homeowners fall into the trap of buying fast furniture or following high-octane fads that lose their appeal within a year. This creates a disjointed space that feels dated almost as soon as it is finished. The conflict arises when we try to balance what is cool right now with what will look beautiful a decade from today. Over-decorating and choosing loud patterns can often suffocate the natural grace of a room. Finding a balance between character and restraint is the primary challenge every designer faces. Another common hurdle is the lack of physical and visual comfort. Luxury is often misinterpreted as formality, leading to stiff sofas and cold surfaces where no one actually wants to sit. A room that looks like a museum but feels like an icebox is a failure of design. We struggle to find that sweet spot where a room looks impeccably curated but still feels like a home. Without the right textures and warmth, a modern space can feel hollow. This tension between high-end aesthetics and human livability is where most design projects lose their way. We must find a way to merge the two. The conflict reaches its peak when the space feels soulless. When every item is brand new and lacks a story, the room becomes a catalog page rather than a living environment. This sterility is the enemy of timelessness. A truly luxurious room needs a sense of history, or at least a sense of soul. Without personal touch or organic elements, the modern luxury living room remains a hollow shell. It's the absence of depth that makes a space feel temporary. To overcome this, we must shift our focus from buying things to curating experiences and selecting pieces that resonate on a deeper level. The transformation begins with the selection of foundational materials. To achieve a timeless look, we turn to the classics: marble, walnut, and natural stone. These materials have been used for centuries because they age gracefully and possess an inherent weight. Imagine a massive coffee table carved from a single block of Calicut marble, paired with dark wood cabinetry. These elements ground the room and provide a sense of permanence. By investing in high-quality natural materials, you ensure that the core of your living room will remain beautiful regardless of the changing seasons of design. This is the first step towards true luxury. Next, we establish a sophisticated color palette. Forget the neon or the overly aggressive primary colors. Timeless luxury thrives in the world of neutrals: creams, taupes, charcoal, and warm grays. These tones create a serene backdrop that allows the architecture and the quality of the furniture to shine. We use tone-on-tone layering to add depth without adding noise. By varying the shades slightly, the room feels rich and multidimensional. This palette acts as a silent foundation, offering a calming atmosphere that never tires the eye. It is the secret to a space that feels expensive yet understated. Lighting is the crown jewel of the living room. In our climax of design, we introduce layers of light to create drama and focus. A statement chandelier serves as a sculptural piece of art, while hidden LED strips highlight architectural curves or shelving. We avoid the harshness of a single overhead source, opting instead for floor lamps and sconces that provide a warm, ambient glow. This jewelry for the room defines the mood and can transform the space from a bright morning retreat to a moody, intimate lounge for the evening. It is the element that breathes life into the materials we've chosen. To truly elevate the space, we must layer textures with intention. This is where the room becomes tactile and inviting. A plush wool rug underfoot, a velvet sofa that catches the light, and silk cushions for a touch of sheen. These contrasting textures, rough versus smooth, matte versus gloss, create a sensory experience that defines luxury. It's about how the room feels when you run your hand across a surface. By mixing these materials, we remove the sterility and replace it with a sophisticated warmth. The room is no longer just a visual treat, it becomes a physical embrace. With the foundation set, we move into the resolution phase, curation. This is where we bring in art and personal artifacts. In a modern luxury setting, less is more. We choose 1 or 2 large-scale pieces of art that command attention, rather than a gallery wall of smaller items. These pieces should reflect your personality and add a final layer of depth to the room. Whether it's a contemporary abstract painting or a classic sculpture, art provides the narrative. It bridges the gap between the clean, modern lines and the human spirit, making the room feel complete and intentional. Functional luxury means that every beautiful item also serves a purpose. The resolution of our design journey is seeing the space work in harmony. The layout is designed for conversation, the side tables are exactly where they need to be, and the technology is seamlessly integrated but hidden from view. A hidden television or speakers tucked into the ceiling ensure that modern conveniences don't disrupt the timeless aesthetic. This seamless integration of function and form is the hallmark of a professional interior. It is where the design transcends beauty and becomes a tool for a better, more organized way of living. As we look at the finished living room, we see a space that is harmonious. The conflict of trends has been resolved through the use of classic materials and a neutral palette. The coldness has been replaced by the warmth of textures and layered lighting. The room now has a soul, thanks to curated art and a focus on architectural integrity. Everything is in its right place. This is the modern luxury living room, a space that doesn't just look expensive, but feels deeply considered and perfectly balanced. It is a testament to the power of thoughtful design over impulsive purchases. The moral of our story is that true luxury is not about the price tag, but about the quality of life the space provides. A timeless interior is one that respects the past while embracing the present. It teaches us that restraint is a virtue, and that choosing quality over quantity will always yield the most beautiful results. Of your best self, calm, sophisticated, and enduring. Design with the intention of lasting a lifetime. As we conclude our look into modern luxury, remember that your living room is a living entity. It will change as you change, but with a timeless foundation, it will always remain a place of beauty and solace. Take these ideas and apply them to your own journey, focusing on the details that bring you peace and elegance. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of high-end design. May your home always be a sanctuary of style and a testament to your unique vision of a life well lived. Until next time, continue to create spaces that inspire you every single day.